Hello everybody and welcome to vlog. Today I'm going to be having a look at building an Armoured Clash table. So Armoured Clash is a new game and coming from the folks at Warcradle, and we're going to be doing some videos in the future, and so obviously we need a gaming table. So the guys from Warcradle have sent over the Dystopian Industrial set. So this is their modular terrain set to get some buildings together and make them fit for the dystopian age. So on the back you can see our box contents and a few suggestions of what we can build. Now in the box we get our instruction manual, and that's just going to give us a rough idea of what components we're getting on each sprue and how the actual system works. I specifically say system because once you've built, say, up to this building, you kind of know how the system works and you can start going a little bit crazy if you want to. But you've got a decent guide on just how each of the different components is going to work for you and how to actually do secondary levels and such. So I'm going to be playing around and seeing what I can create. Now, the box comes with 2 sprue types for all your building needs. So we have this one with a large roof section, double doors here, and a double height wall. You've also got some of the buttressing to go up around the top and some of your additional bits, so little cranes, little boxes, some antenna, things like that. The other one, it's got all of your single wall sections as well as all of your different roof types as well. Everything except for the roofs is double-sided, so you're going to be able to get lots of variation in here. And around the outside of the sprue, you've got your little bases and your pillar parts. Now, important thing for this kit. The way this is laid out, you actually get more roofs than you actually need. So because you're always building essentially a box, you're building something with, 5 sides? So 4 and 1 on top is 5. And then depending on how you extend it and shift them around, that number is going to shift. So you're probably going to find you're going to have a few of those roofs left over. So, bit of advice. Whenever you are starting to build, what I would recommend you do, grab your roofs and lay them out in a footprint that you want. So everything interlocks together and say that would be our footprint. Then decide on some of the additional components you're going to need for the different heights and lay it all beside it. Doing this, I have found for building it, it keeps me on track and lets me get a bit of a better count of what I'm doing. So I am going to run away by the magic of the internet, do all of the building, and we'll be right back. And would you look at that, aren't I just so fast and so good at my job? So everything's built. Warcradle thankfully sent us a ton of stuff, so I have went a little bit crazy. Now, in the box, you're shown how to build things like these couple of little buildings here, but I really wanted to have a play around with this system and see just how crazy I can go. So I've built some stuff that is stupid tall, and that all worked out fine, dandy, not a problem. I then decided, you know what, I want to build something a bit symmetrical. So we've got something of a factory workshop here with, 2 levels to it, which isn't bad. I then got bored of that and went, you know what, I'm just going to build some asymmetric stuff. So I've got things with outshots, I've got things with random little layers popping up, little hooks coming out of it. It's a really, really versatile system. And then I got bored again. And so I decided to build this, which John has affectionately named the Reichstag. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to go with it. This is now the Reichstag. I'm sure nothing bad ever happened there in history. Overall, I think it's going to be a very fun table now to get painted, which I've co-opted a John for. You happy about that, John? He's pulling faces. Gotta love slave labor. All right, anyway, I am happy to get this now painted. So what I'm thinking for paint, myself and John are of 2 minds about it. So we've got 2 methods so far. One of them will bring it to this, which is my first test paint. So it's basically just chaos black, bit of grey sear, and then start picking out some details. Now, our issue isn't exactly the painting being done, it's the method and order. Because the way I've done it is I've picked out all my details, then done my heavy wash, and that has brought us to where we are. John, however, is thinking we should do the heavy wash, then hit it with a dry brush, and then start adding in the details. So that's maybe something everyone can argue about down below, but we only have a couple or 3 weeks to get this done, so I think we better push on. Drop your comments below, tell me what you think. How would you be painting this up? And have I just put way too many buildings on this table? We'll move on, we'll see you again soon.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.